What's up YouTube, it's Louis here, bringing you today's update on Elrond. We're taking a look at the daily time frame. I'm just going to remind you of what we were saying in the previous videos. A level that we wanted to hold was this 382 level. We were explaining in much detail why we wanted this to hold. First of all, because it was a previous swing high, and so this should turn into swing low as we see over here. Make a new one, come back to the previous, hold it as support, lose it as support. We're heading to previous swing highs and swing lows basically. And so at the moment, for me, we're in a technical target to the downside. One target that we have met is this descending triangle's target, but technically speaking, as long as you're above the 0382, you're in a target to that 050 over here. First of all, what I want to say is that as long as we're above this 0618 and 050 box, we are bullish. This is a previous resistance and now it's being used as well, potentially going to be used as support. You've only had one retest here, well, second with the wick, so that's probably what's going to be happening right now. We're coming down to the 0.50, $170. Hopefully that holds. If not, you know where you're going, the 0618. This is the worst case, as you don't want to go lower than this basically. So of course, we lost this low over here. We need to see what is truly going on. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Of course, we had this falling wedge and we met the technical target for it. That's why we had a target that was met here, but we did have further targets. The thing was, you never back tested as resistance, as support, sorry. So this is what made sense this is what needed to happen basically. You needed to come back to find support here, and you couldn't. You lost both support points. This line was already here. Let's just move that to the side. This line was already here. The falling wedge, of course, we knew that. We broke out, met the target. We said that in a video update. We said now we need to back test its support before continuation to these new targets. Unfortunately, when you came down for support, you lost the first support, losing the EMAs, as well as the second support, so completely wiping out this. Although technical target was met, so the pattern was not like, well, it was done anyway, so we were just like trying to create new patterns and meet them targets. You couldn't hold this neckline as support or this, but the main point that you wanted to hold as support was this, to go and try and get above these two, but you lost that. So what should have happened is you should have held this as support, but there was mad capitulation. So of course you lost support, back tested as resistance, and this is why we're continually falling now. So I'm going to get rid of all of this now because you don't need to. It's just on the chart now, messy. So yeah, we had that. If we go back to the daily time frame, we had that descending triangle we were talking about. We were saying how the 20 and the 200 were basically acting as your descending triangles, support and trend line basically. Your descending trend line and your support, basically that green line. And then we put that on the breakout. Our target, let's just get that exactly. So from there to there, yeah, it's all good. No, let's check if that's exact. A little bit further down, yeah. So target actually hasn't been met, but I'm just going to say it has been met. Of course, if we roll down further, we know why. But yeah, I would say that we're coming down to that 050 anyway. I'm going to go back to that 4-hour time frame. I'm going to get some fibs out for you. Measure from the lowest point over here to that highest point over there. We lost the 1, so we created that reversal wave. So now you're in a target to the 1618. Target has been met here. You lost it. Try to come to the 2. Almost met our technical target. Almost met our technical target. Like off by what, $1? Not even $1. So I'm gonna say technical target met because it wasn't even $1 bloody dollar. So technical target was met, and then obviously now come up to that 20 EMA. Now of course you have rejected it, and you got above it actually. You did get above it, but you broke straight back under. So this to me is smelling like a fake out. It's a fake out to the upside. So basically it means that we are still respecting the 20, as you can see here, back tested as resistance with the shooting star. So for me, this is telling me that it wants to continue down. This basically means, because we got rejected here by the 20 EMA, this means that we're going to continue our downtrend. This is the continuation moving average, the 20 EMA. And because of that, if we are continuing a downtrend entails of lower lows and lower highs. So of course we should go lower than this low. Well, I do want to point out that, of course, this here, lower than that, but it's actually higher than this previous high. So you also have to take in the fact about that, basically. So there's a potential now that we could be putting in a higher low. And if we do put a higher low above this low, then we could have chances of actually making a higher high, or attempting to make a higher high over this. So we have to watch out for that. But obviously, just looking at the moving average, forgetting looking at to the left, structure leaves clues. Just looking at that 20 moving average, we have got above it, faked back out, so it was a fake out in the end. Back tested as resistance, so because you're continuing your downtrend, we should put in a lower low, but we're ready if we put in a higher low. Break that 20, hold that support at $200, and we will see a little pump to the 55 EMA back at this high. So that would be around $210. We will run into resistance. I don't want to break it the first time. Like, you broke it the first time, boom, fake out. So we don't want to break it the first time. I want to get rejected here, but hold that 20 EMA. Find support above that 20 EMA. Once you've done that, we will go and break that 55 EMA and then head to that 200, wherever that might sit at that point in time, because the more candles that print, the lower that these moving averages come, basically. So this is what we're looking out for Elrond. Of course, looking at the higher time frames, bigger perspective, we are still looking at the 050 to be met, lining up with the 2414 out of this fib retracement over here. So we just need to basically focus on that at the moment, because we have lost support, and technically speaking, as you lose support, you go to the previous one. You can see it here, came down to the 050. So it would make sense if it does. The only way to invalidate this is to start getting back above these fib levels, but really it needs to get above $225, this 382 basically. And until you do that, you're in a target downwards, and your target is the 050. If you can hold that as support, start coming back up and break above this resistance and flip it back into support, we are done going down. However, if you come back up now and get rejected by 225, then we could obviously come back down and lose the 050 and come to that 1618. Of course, it doesn't have to do that at all. It could just do this little bounce and roll over, but we don't want this to happen, basically. We want it to do this and then head up. So that's what we're looking at for Elrond at the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please smash the like button, and of course subscribe. We're trying to get the channel to 1.5k subscribers by the end of this month. I know that we can do it. Thank you guys for your support. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, peace.